everyone.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome to the Kwak Brothers pre-show. We got about 2 minutes left, I believe, and we are going to get to know each other a little bit. So go ahead and comment down below. Where do you live? Don't tell me the address, okay? That would be a little weird. But tell us what city you're from and or country. I know there's a couple people watching from the United Kingdom as well as Australia. We got a couple people from India and different parts of the world. So welcome. We got about a minute left before we get the show on the road, and I'm gonna pull up YouTube on my laptop so that I can go and see what your questions are. I mean, in theory, I got this here, but I do want to be able to see your questions big and wide so that I can go and read them. Couple things, you guys can see that the background, like I promised last week, okay, it is here. It looks amazingly beautiful, and of course, we got the works of Dave and Chris back there. They're doing a phenomenal job making us look really crisp, and you'll notice that there's a big difference to quality. So definitely thankful that we have a lot of good talents here. So I'm gonna pull up my YouTube channel here in just a sec, and we got, it's 11 on the dot. So let's get the show going. So welcome everybody from the Kwak Brothers here, and there's my kombucha. Woohoo! Thanks, Chris. Yeah, we ran out of water, so the only thing we can drink here is kombucha. Thank you, Victoria, for making this amazing drink, elixir of life, I should say. So it is 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning. I'm super excited that you guys are here. A lot of you guys are joining here. So let's go ahead and smash this YouTube video with some questions. And if you guys have any questions about debt-free acceleration, a little bit of real estate investing, but we usually like to do Wednesday mornings and dedicate it just for a debt-free acceleration strategy. I got my board here, so if I need to illustrate anything, I can surely do that. But I don't see any questions just yet on our YouTube channel. So I guess I can rant a little bit before someone goes and starts asking their questions. So today we actually spent a couple hours filming lots of different videos coming out. We have a video topic that's coming out called How and Why Your Bank Could Potentially Freeze Your HELOC and How to Prevent It. So that video is going to come out very soon. So if you guys want to catch that video, be sure to subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell icon so that you guys get notified when we release our next video. And also, we also created a video called Real Estate Investing for Beginners, Expectations versus Reality. What else? I'm looking at my set list here of the videos we created today. Oh, the 5 rich people habit, okay, if you want to make money ASAP. We also created a video on that. So lots of videos coming in, guys. Daniel's got 5 videos queued up, meaning every Thursday for the next 5 weeks, Daniel is going to have his real estate investing related videos getting published. So again, not to sound like a broken record, but be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as hit the bell icon so that you guys get notified. So you might see that I'm gonna itch a little because I got like murdered by mosquitoes. So make sure you guys spray, mosquito spray before you head out. If you're in one of those regions, if you live in places like Antarctica or the North Pole, Santa, I've been a good kid. Make sure, obviously you don't have that mosquito problem, but if you're like here in the Chicago area, suburbs of Chicago, oh my goodness, as soon as it rains, and there's some water, mosquitoes are everywhere. So wow, I don't see any questions, guys. I am here for you, and if you guys have any questions, go ahead and type it below. Or if you guys are a part of the program, be sure to go to our secret Facebook groups, because I just posted, or actually about 2 hours ago, posted the phone number, our hotline to call. So you guys will have that for those who are part of our programs. You guys can call in live, and I'll have my phone number ready to go. So if you have any questions, we can get that answered in real time, okay? But seriously, guys, I don't see any questions. I don't know if we tapped out on all the questions that we can answer. Oh, there is the frame. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've been looking for that. I'm like, where did it go? But yeah, a lot of things missing. But anyway, guys, this is for you guys answering questions that you have about debt-free acceleration, mortgage acceleration, and we want to make sure that all of your curiosity dispels by the end of today. Okay, you guys should not be curious by the end of this video. We want all the questions that you have answered. Okay, now of course, if you have thousands of different questions, then we may not be able to answer all of them today, but we're gonna try. Okay, we're gonna do this together and make sure at least bulk of your questions are being answered today. Okay. So since there's no question, I'm going to continue to enjoy this elixir of life. But more so important, what's holding the elixir of life is the Kwak Brothers Deal Closer mug, which we still have some of the mugs. So if you guys want it, send us an email. We'll ship it out to you. The Kwak Brothers Deal Closer mug. Coffee's for closers, so make sure you contain all of your power of caffeine and coffee, which I'm drinking kombucha right now, in this none than unfathomable, the Kwak Brothers Deal Closer mug, which is available privately if you send us an email, and we'll send you a mug for you to drink and sip at the title company as you close on your deal. So, wow, seriously, guys, no questions? I mean, we can end this early today. That's completely fine by me. But, man, if we really don't have questions, I guess I'm going to have to keep on ranting until somebody thinks of a question. Oh, so quick announcement. This just kind of came to the forethought of the video. So we are offering a free course. Okay, yes, I said it right. Free course. I know sometimes my Asian accent tends to slip in a little bit, but I did say free. Okay, free course on owner financing strategy. So for those who don't know our story, we were able to get into real estate investing without using our own money or credit, mainly because we mastered this concept called owner financing. Now, if you don't know what owner financing is a strategy, a concept to where when you buy a property, you're going to make an arrangement as well as a negotiation with the seller of the property to where the seller is going to accept monthly payments in exchange for the ownership right of the property. So basically what that translates to is the seller is kind of like the bank, and we're paying the seller, aka the bank, every month, like a mortgage, and we get to have ownership of the property. Now, this arrangement does take some negotiation as well as understanding of how to structure it, how to calculate the numbers, how to negotiate, how to leverage. So we have created a course, a free course that you guys will have access to called the Owner Financing Secrets. And you guys can get access to this course, and I'll write it down on the board so you guys know where to go. And I'll even include it in the comment section so that you guys can just click it and go, and you'll be able to get access. So the free owner financing course is, forgot to use the word free in there. Free owner financing course.com. I know it's a little long, but it's easy to remember. freeownerfinancingcourse.com. And you'll get access to the course for free. All you have to do is sign up. We are launching this on Friday to midnight, so technically Thursday night. And you'll need to sign up for the waiting list for now, but you can wait a day or two, right? Freeownerfinancingcourse.com. And when we launch, we'll send you an email with the link for you to register, and you'll be able to register, watch the course. The course itself should be about 3 hours long, which is pretty good for free. Usually a lot of the free courses are only about an hour long, but this is gonna be 3 hours long with cheat guide, calculators, resources that you guys can download. It's gonna be very exciting for a lot of you guys, and we do this to pay it forward. Ultimately, we want to help you guys become aware of this free owner financing or owner financing strategy, because this is how we got started in real estate investing. We went from 0 to 75 rental units thanks to the mastery of owner financing. So this is a free course that we are offering that you guys get to take advantage of. And I'll go and write this down right now in the comment section so that you guys don't have to type this. You guys can just go and click it. Free owner financing course. So I'm going to go and type this out for you guys. Boom. That's interesting. So there might actually be an error when you try to type in anything in the chat box. So I don't know if that's something to do with YouTube. I apologize, guys. I was wondering why no one was typing anything. Now I'm figuring out what's going on. So, hey, Chris, can you test out the chat box to see if it's working? I'm not sure. Okay, so apparently we have, yeah, we can do this, but let's see. Let's try that. Owner financing course. Let's see here. Free owner. Okay, for some reason I can't seem to type it. So, Chris, if you can help me out, freeownerfinancingcourse.com. That's the sign-up link for the owner financing. Yeah, for some reason I can't chat in my own live chat box apparently. So it's kind of interesting how that works, but not to worry. We got Chris here helping us out here. Okay, so we got a question finally. Oh my goodness, this is a miracle. Dan A is asking, when running the calculation against my $275,000 mortgage, it seems that the best way to attack it is a small $4,000 chunk. Does this seem correct? So, yes and no, and there's two schools of thoughts with this. Is number one, the reason why a smaller chunk may seem to be the best number for you, and there's a sweet spot for everybody, depending on what your income is, your expenses, what your job income looks like. So there is going to be a sweet spot for the number, the amount of money you should be using when chunking against the mortgage. Now, the reason why the smaller chunks tend to work better is mainly because of the speed at which you pay off the balance of the home equity line of credit. Now, the idea is that when you carry a smaller balance on your home equity line of credit, a couple things happen. You're subject to a smaller amount of interest at a time, but what's happening is that you're eliminating the home equity line of credit balance pretty much at a very short amount of time. So when you have a chunk that's small as $4,000, chances are you're getting rid of the balance in just few weeks or few months. And when that happens, is you're giving the home equity line of credit. So it should be not giving. You're not giving the home equity line of credit to accrue interest over time. So when you're eliminating the balance very, very quickly on the home equity line of credit and reapplying that chunk against your mortgage principal, yeah, you're going to see a little bit of a saving as well as a time being saved through the process. This is always not true. This is not always true. I'm sorry, I'm getting words like all mixed up. I'm getting the Yoda syndrome where I like put words in different order. But it's not always true. It's tend to be most cases that it's true. Again, it depends heavily on your income level, your expenses, when you get paid, what does your monthly spending look like? So there is a sweet spot for everybody. The calculator does help you what the sweet spot is, but what you need to be careful is that you don't necessarily want to be so faithful to this calculator, because the calculator can be wrong in terms of not being able to anticipate one-time spendings, or not being able to anticipate inflation, not being able to anticipate pay raises, because hopefully, over time you'll get a promotion or you get a pay increase. So it doesn't do a justice when it comes to predicting 100% accuracy, but it does the job. I would say it's about 80% accurate. The only thing that doesn't make it accurate, obviously, like I mentioned, is the one-time payments or one-time bonuses that you can add into your income, or pay increases, inflation. Those could all factor into how much time you can save, as well as the amount of money you're saving. So the calculator is about 80% accurate, and I'll tell you guys right now, no calculator out there is super accurate unless we incorporate AI, which could potentially predict some of the things that I've talked about, but the technology isn't quite there to 100% accurately predict anything. So again, anything could happen, right? There could be a meteor strike and the entire Earth might be destroyed. Who knows? So that's just to give you some idea about the calculator. Okay. Is this because my mortgage interest is low at 3.99% and the HELOC will be around 6.5? So the interest rate, again, it really doesn't matter when it comes to the strategy. It will matter if you're going to carry a large amount of balance on your HELOC for a really, really long time and you don't use this strategy, then yes, the interest rate is going to matter. But when you're using this strategy, the way that we teach you guys, the interest rate isn't going to matter as much. And again, matter as much. I'm not going to say it doesn't matter completely, but it's not going to matter as much as your focus in paying down the average daily balance. So focus on paying down the average daily balance. You'll automatically be able to save money on the interest as a byproduct. Again, because the goal is to pay off that principal. Principal is our enemy. We killed principal, so does the interest. So just keep that in mind when doing so. Okay. All right. I don't see any other question, guys. So keep at it. If you guys have any other question, feel free to ask. You guys can ask any questions in regard to the debt-free acceleration strategy. You guys can ask questions about about real estate investing, owner financing, raising capital, where to get a HELOC, why to get a HELOC. I mean, pretty much any question is an open book. As long as you guys don't say anything inappropriate or ask anything inappropriate, I think you guys will be fine. But anything that has to do with what we teach here in the Kwak Brothers, I'll be more than happy to answer this question. If you are part of the program, you guys have the hotline number to call, our studio line phone, to ask questions in real time, and we'll get to have a conversation, which would be awesome. So the question box should be open. If you guys are seeing any issues with our YouTube video and the chat box, do email us at info@thekwakbrothers.com. That's INFO at thekwakbrothers.com. Please let us know so that we can get the chat box open. For some reason, I can't see the chat on it. Everyone else can. I don't know what's going on. So if you guys have any issues typing questions in the chat box, do let us know, because it could be our issue and our technical problem. I don't see an issue, but we'll see. We'll have to see what's going on. Let me actually write something down here. Okay, that apparently worked. I typed in hello in the chat box and it worked. So it must be issues with the link or whatever word I used. It might be the word free. We may have banned that word, so it's not letting me put that word on the chat box. But if you guys want the free owner financing course, it's simply freeownerfinancingcourse.com. So it shouldn't be hard to get access to it. Okay. Any other questions, guys, that I can help you answer? Okay. Anybody? I don't see any questions, so you guys are making this boring, and I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, guys, no question is ever stupid. That's number one. We respect all questions here in the Kwak Brothers. And even if you feel like, man, I'm not sure about this, I'm like, should I ask this question? Yeah, please do ask. We're not, we're not going to shoot it down again unless it's inappropriate or not relevant. But as long as it's relevant to our topic of discussion here, there's no such thing as dumb or stupid questions. So keep that in mind. But anyways. Just to give you guys additional announcements, we still have copies of the 0 to 75 units book. I believe we have, last time I checked with my fulfillment manager, we still have about 260 copies left. So make sure you guys go and buy, or I shouldn't say buy, get your free copy of our book, 0 to 75 units in just 1 year. All we're asking you guys to cover for is the shipping cost. That's it. And we'll send this book out to you guys. If you guys are interested in getting into real estate investing and building a retirement as well as a passive income portfolio. So go ahead and check out 0 to 75 units.com. That's 0, actual number 0 to 75 units.com. Get our free book. We'll ship it out to you guys for absolutely free. All you have to do is cover the shipping cost. Okay. Wow. You guys don't have any questions. This is a big surprise. Man, I think we need to create some, we need to do some FAQ next time. So that's a little note to myself. I'm going to come up with a frequently asked question list. And in case we don't have questions like like we do today, we're just gonna resort to the FAQ and answer those questions for you guys. But of course, live questions take precedence, and we want to be able to answer your question live here. Okay, man, I just feel like I'm filibustering right now. Not really saying anything, just mouthing sound bites. Because obviously we don't have questions in today, but I mean we could end this early. We can end this probably turn this into a 30-minute show, which we got in that case we got about 12 minutes left. So if you guys don't have any other question, we can go ahead and just end the show here early at 11:30 a.m. Central Time, which gives me an extra 30 minutes of lunch. So I appreciate all of you guys for not asking questions. No, I'm just kidding. But do ask questions. This is for you guys. Not about me, not about the Kwak Brothers. This is about you guys getting your answers to your burning questions about debt-free acceleration, as well as real estate investing, financial freedom, building a business. This is all about you guys. Okay. Yep. Edward Yen Zabel is asking us, please tell us about your coaching costs. So I would love for us to tell you guys what our coaching cost is. The main issue is that it depends on what your needs are, your goals, how much time we need to spend together. So if you are interested in coaching with us, I'm going to go and write the link down here. It is 0 to 75units.com/coaching dash. Okay, there is a dash offer. Okay, and what you're gonna do here is go to 0 to 75units.com. This is a C /coaching dash offer, and you're gonna be asked to fill out an application. Tell us what you're looking to do, what your goals are, your challenges, and what we'll do is we'll do a phone call for about 20 minutes, really figuring out what you need, and then we'll go from there. So we don't have a set fixed cost for every single coaching. But it depends on your goals and your what you want to accomplish, what your challenges are, and so on. So go to 0 to 75units.com /coaching dash offer if you guys are interested in the coaching. I don't mean to turn our live video sessions into a pitch fest or pitch you anything. Really, again, this is about you guys. But since you guys asked, there it is. 0 to 75units.com /coaching dash offer. If you guys are curious about how our coaching works and how you can implement and leverage us to help you with your needs. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave that on the board just in case I need to reference it back to it. But I think with the amount of volume of questions we don't have, I think we can end this show in about 9 minutes. We'll turn this into a half an hour show. That way, we can save some questions for next week. Which, by the way, next week we'll also have a short show. Mainly because I do have to take my wife somewhere to an appointment, very important. I'm not gonna tell you guys what this is. I'm gonna keep it in suspense. But next week I do have to take my wife somewhere, so we are gonna have a short show next week. The following week I'm gonna be out of the country. I'm gonna be on a mission trip, so Daniel will be filling me in for the Wednesdays on the Debt-Free Acceleration Q&A, and we are actually working on bringing guests to our Q&A show, such as attorneys, accountants, other professionals that help us do our business. So we are working on that, and we're gonna have guest speakers come on August, starting August, in our live show, so that you guys can ask questions real time to our professionals that we have on staff. So Edwards is asking again, do you do subject to agreements? Yes, we do. Subject to acquisition is a strategy that we employ to buy rental properties as well as fix and flips. So yes, we do employ subject to acquisition strategy in what we do in our business, okay? Authentically Avia is asking, my debt utilization is high. I applied for a HELOC last week and got denied. Excuse me, when do you suggest I reapply once my utilization is down below 15 to 20%? So here's a little trick that you can do is your utilization rate, excuse me, your utilization rate is factored only with revolving credit. So that means credit cards, line of credit, pretty much those are really the two revolving credits I can think of that are common. So utilization rate only pertains to your revolving loan. So what you can do is you can take your credit card debt and temporarily put it into an amortized installment loan. Okay, so if you have, let's say, $10,000 credit card balance, see if you can get a $10,000 non-revolving fixed interest installment loan, which obviously would take the debt out of a revolving credit. Ultimately, your utilization rate is going to go down, but you still have the same amount of debt. And then what you can do is you wait a month or two until the utilization rate sort of reflects on your credit report, brings your credit score up. You don't have a utilization rate as high anymore. Then you can go and try reapplying for the personal line of credit. Another thing you could do is request for credit line increase. That also helps with your utilization rate. So if you can get a additional $5,000 or sometimes even up to $10,000 of line of credit increase, I know it's unlikely, but still shoot for the moon. But if you get a line increase on your credit cards, that could also help you with the utilization rate. So you can do both. Ask for a credit line increase as well as transferring your credit card debt into an installment debt temporarily, bring up the credit score up, and then reapplying for the PLOC. That should help you be a better candidate to get a PLOC. Okay. Jay Orr is asking, where do you guys search for multifamily properties? I'm glad you asked. So right now, our target market right now we're looking at Georgia. Actually, I'll write it down on the board. So here are the target markets right now. We're actually looking for 100 plus units in these locations. We're looking for Georgia. We're looking at Alabama. Okay. We're looking at Mississippi. We're looking at both Carolinas, okay? Because if we just look at one Carolina, the other Carolina is going to be upset, so we got to get both Carolinas. They get jealous. You know how it works. Both Carolinas. We're also looking at Louisiana, okay? Or should we call it Louisiana? So Louisiana and also Florida. So pretty much the southern east corner of Florida. Southern east corner of the United States. So Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Carolinas, both north and south, Louisiana and Florida. Those are what we're looking for, 100 plus units to acquire, multifamily. So that's what we're looking at. And also Central Florida is our main target right now to build our private fund. So that's what we're doing right now. Daniel can obviously fill you in on the details, but that's what we're doing. And those are the areas that we're looking at. If you were curious. So, okay. Authentic FVS saying, got it, thank you. Hey, thank you for that question. You saved the show. The show almost became like, negative 5-star rating. But you turned it into a negative 5-star rating to a now 3-star rating, which is better than obviously negative 5-star rating. Okay, so Jay Orr is asking, what tools do you use to search for these? So Jay, I'm actually going to put together a video, a live demonstration. I'm going to actually take my computer and show you the screen, the whole 9 yards, and I'll actually show you how I look for these rental properties. And I'll show you the tools that I use, the methods, the step-by-step. I'll show you everything, and we'll have that YouTube video published in just a few weeks. So stay tuned. And one way that you can get notified is to, of course, subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you guys get notified whenever we release a new video. So
hit the like button.
And hit the like button because you love me. Okay. Dan is asking, no Tennessee. Yeah, not Tennessee. We are looking at probably Memphis. That could be an area, but Tennessee is really hot right now to where it could be oversaturated. So Tennessee, somewhere that we're not looking. Pretty much just the lower, anything that touches the ocean, pretty much. Authentically, Avias is saying, I live in Georgia, and I'm hoping to do the same. I purchased your program. Well, thank you so much for purchasing our program. You have fed my starving stomach. That's great. Just kidding. No, I really appreciate you doing that, and I sincerely hope that our program makes a big difference in your life, especially not only paying off your debt, but also building a real estate empire so that you can leave a legacy for your family, and also creating financial freedom for even for your own life. So I hope that that makes a huge difference for you. Jay Orr is saying, great, thanks for your generosity. Absolutely. I'm here to serve you guys, and I'm glad that you guys are here watching our YouTube live shows. I appreciate your continued support, and without you guys watching our show, we wouldn't be doing this show, and this show would not be what it is now. So I appreciate all of you guys watching and tuning in, and showing up and asking questions. I appreciate you guys doing that. Okay, we were gonna end the show, but seeing that we have some more questions, I think we might have a little extension. This is kind of like a soccer game where when at the end of the soccer game when it gets exciting, the referee gives the more time, like 5 minute more time. So that's what we're gonna do. The show just got a little bit more exciting, so we're gonna add a little bit more time to the end of the show. And instead of cutting at 11:30 a.m. Central Time, we might just go to 11:40, depending on how many more questions you guys ask. Again, this show is all about you guys. It's not about me. Depending on how many questions you guys ask, we'll be here till 12, or we can just be here till 11:40. So ask away those questions. We love questions, and I'll be more than happy to serve you guys. Okay. Alrighty. I don't see any other questions. By the way, how do you guys feel about our new background? Right? Beautiful, beautiful background, right? So we got reclaimed wood. We got this amazing 65-inch TV. We totally decked out the studio. Last week we had someone criticize our video saying, "Oh, it looks too dark with a dark backdrop." Well, here's to you, sir. Okay, who thought our studio was dark? All right, we changed our background to obviously something much more beautiful and appeasing, or no, not appeasing, appealing. Sorry, appeasing is a whole completely different thing. Appealing to your eyes. So here it is. Got this amazing transformation on our studio. And we're always looking to add some beautification to the studio. So if you guys have any suggestions as to what we should add, go ahead and comment down below. We'll love to take suggestions to make our YouTube channel better and much more valuable to you guys, and providing content that's going to help you and transform your life. Okay. Authentically, Avi is asking, that's the plan, to leave a legacy. I'm teaching my children what I'm learning so far. Absolutely great. That's amazing. I think what's more important than leaving a large sum of cash to your kids to totally spend, I think it's equally or even more important that we leave knowledge legacy, right? We want to teach our kids to have the tools and the resources and the know-how to go and build financial freedom for their own life. So I think what's important, that more than money, is to leave your kids with the knowledge and the habit that's forever going to transform their life for better, and ultimately leaving them also wealthy because of the tools and resources that they have right here between their 2 years. So that's what we want. We don't necessarily want to leave a large pool of cash for your next generation to spend all of it away. We want to create an asset, not only within financially, but also knowledge-wise as well. Okay. All right. Any other questions, guys? I know we got Authentically Avia and Edward are two of our MVPs today, asking a lot of the questions. So appreciate you guys, along with Jay. Jay definitely asked a lot of questions here too. Appreciate all of you guys being on board and asking questions. And just to kind of remind you guys, we are live on Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Central Time, 11 p.m. Eastern. So be sure to tune in and catch us live. And if you guys want to be notified and be reminded whenever we go live, and Mondays and Wednesdays are not the only time that we go live. We do go live on rare occasions. So if you want to get notified whenever we go live, be sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notified, and hit the like button, which shows us continued support in our channel and the effort in creating valuable content for you guys. So Jay Local Arts, welcome back to the live feed here, Jay Local Arts. So Jay Local Arts is asking, I am purchasing a 2-family home, a 2-unit. One is a college rental, pays for mortgage and taxes year-round, and the other a beautiful home I will live in. When I move, I was thinking of using my home as an Airbnb. what are your thoughts? So, J Local Arts, I don't know how you feel about loud college parties and loud college kids and college kids that stay up all night playing Fortnite. I don't know how you feel about that, but if you are okay with the noise and if you're okay with the chaos and you're okay with the amount of damage that college students can do, then sure, I think that's a great plan, and there definitely is money to be made through college housing. But if you don't like the noise and the chaos as well as surprises that you'll get in random nights, then maybe not. Maybe it might be better that you turn both of them into college housing so that they can both equally be chaotic and loud, and it's really not bothering anybody. So just keep that in mind when doing college housing, especially if you're gonna live in it. That's something to keep in mind. So as far as doing Airbnb, I ask that you be very intentional about where you do your Airbnb and be selective about the markets that you go and do the Airbnb project. So may not be the best idea. It is a way to make money as long as you're okay with the amount of noise and chaos that a college. I mean, trust me, like I was a good kid in college, okay? But just looking back, the things that we did, my roommates, okay, it's gonna leave some damage to your rental property, and I just want you to be aware of that because it's not gonna be. The college kids are not gonna leave the place the way that you bought it. It's gonna be worn and torn, okay, more dramatically than your traditional rentals. So just keep that in mind if that's what you're planning on doing. I think the better way, honestly, is to simply rent both units out to college kids, right, college students, and leave your home as it is, okay, and just generate the income from the two family units to cover your mortgage or cover your living expenses, whatever the case may be. And my philosophy is keep it simple. Don't try to add moving parts. Don't try to be fancy when it comes to doing real estate deals. Keep it simple. Especially when you're just getting started, because what you don't want complicated moving parts in your deal and not make the money. Spend a lot of energy and time doing the deal. What you want is you want a simple deal. You're in, you're out, you're making money. Things are great. Management is easy. That's what you want. And later down the road, when you have good amount of cash flow as an experience, that's when you start to go and experiment with fancy deals and different moving parts. But I think a lot of times people who are brand new get carried away with flashy and new ideas. It takes a great amount of discipline to stick to the simplicity of making money and then later on venturing down and trying something new. Okay, I hope that gives you some insight as to my thoughts, especially if you're brand new. Obviously, if you have a skyscraper that you own and you are the president of the United States, then maybe you can experiment with some real estate deals. But for now, I think it's best to stick with something that's really simple to do, and usually simple makes a lot of money. So let's keep it simple, okay? Okay, so it is 11:36. Wow, man, that extra time that we given ourselves definitely paid off. But if you guys have any more questions, we'll continue the show all the way to 12 p.m. Central, or at least close to 12 p.m. Central time. But if you guys don't have any other question, we can end it soon. If you guys don't have any other question, again, this is about you guys, not about me. I'm here to serve you guys, and quite honestly, we wouldn't be doing this show unless we have participation from you guys. So keep it coming, okay? Keep the communication going, right? All right. So lots of good questions, guys, and I want to thank every one of you guys that asked questions, even for those who are just passively watching and you're wondering what the show is all about. I thank you as well for being here. Okay. So it seems like we don't have any other question in the feed, okay? But I'll be keeping my eyes open in the question feed. So next Monday, come back for the real estate investing Q&As that's run by Daniel, and Daniel is going to be answering questions pertaining more so for real estate investing. A couple things I want to tell you guys: our vision at hand for 2020. I know it's July; it's not quite the end of the year yet, but I have a feeling 2020 is going to sneak up on us pretty quick. But 2020, a couple things that we want to create and offer you guys is we're going to offer free software I know it's exciting. We're going to create and release a free software with lots of free courses, free training, free videos, free books, a lot of great things that are coming around 2020. So super exciting. We're going to have an Airbnb course that's going to be set to release this winter of 2019. So again, guys, a lot of fun things that are coming down the road. And obviously we wouldn't do any of this without your guys' support and also what you guys want us to create. So if you guys have any suggestion as far as course ideas, if you guys want us to do a video to cover a question that you guys may have, or a book idea, anything really, we are here to serve you. Without you, none of this will exist. So if you guys have any suggestions, please, there's no such thing as stupid suggestion. Tell us your wish list. We'll play Santa Claus. We'll try to get you everything that you asked for, and we will do our best to create those possibilities and new ideas that are ultimately going to serve you guys and help you guys live a better life. So please leave any suggestions down below. Again, no idea, no suggestion is ever stupid or dumb. We take every suggestion very seriously. So please leave any suggestions down below, and we will love to incorporate them as long as they're relevant and appropriate and fits in with our vision. Okay. Edward, first of all, Richard Mulling is asking hi, or is saying hi. Hello to you. J Local R said, thank you. I am using an FHA loan. How long until I am able to buy second property with VA loan? That's a good question. It comes down to your debt to income ratio. How much loan can you really handle with the income that you have? So that's something that you need to factor in. Something about FHA is you do have to be owner occupied. You have to live in the property. Same thing with VA. You do have to live in the home that you have your VA loan in. So in theory, you can't really do both unless you do an investor FHA, like a 203K loan. So I guess it will work if you have a real estate investing FHA versus a owner occupied FHA. So that could be a possibility. But if you have a VA loan, you do have to live in it. So make sure that you have that understanding. And another thing is I don't use either FHA or VA loan, despite the fact that I am a veteran, but I still haven't used my VA loan because I'm using owner financing and raising capital from other people to do my deals rather than leveraging traditional bank financing. So that's something you should master. You should learn is how to negotiate for owner financing. There's a lot of pros when it comes to owner financing, and it's a great way to hedge against a potential recession, which many of you guys know. We just released a video called How to Prepare for the 2020 Recession. So we are anticipating a recession. So owner financing can be a great hedge, a protection against a potential recession that may come in 2020. Okay. Edward Nazebo is asking, do you think new construction versus pre-owned homes? I don't know what you're asking there. Are you asking what do I prefer, or because there's really not much of an explanation on new construction versus pre-owned home. So yeah, if you can explain that a little bit more further, let me know. Matt Smith is asking, hey, I would like to suggest a mindset book. Great, awesome. Thank you for that suggestion. We'll definitely consider that. As a serious note, mindset, I think that's what we'll incorporate in the second version of this book. We are working on a second version. So we'll more than likely incorporate that in the next version. Okay. Oh, we have a caller, Peter Rivera. Okay, let's go and answer the phone call. All right, this is Sam Kwak. You're live on YouTube.
Hey, Sam, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, I've got two questions for you.
Sure.
Real quick. I started the program. Well, I'm still waiting for my HELOC approval, but I have a question on the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Where it says, where you plug in your loan balance and then the interest rate, and then on the second portion, it says the HELOC amount. Do I put the approved HELOC amount there, or just the initial amount that I want to apply towards the mortgage?
Yeah, it's good.
Because if I put I applied for $30,000 HELOC amount, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I put that there. The number of years is the same as if I put $2,000 there on the HELOC amount. It does not really change. So do I put the HELOC amount there, or just my initial injection that I plan on doing?
Yeah, so it's going to be the initial amount that you choose to do. So my personal advice is that you don't max out your HELOC.
No, yes, I don't.
Right.
I
So you
plan
use
on
a.
the chunking method.
That's correct. So you're going to use a smaller chunk of that HELOC. So preferably less than 30-40% of your HELOC limit. So if you got approved for 50%, then use less than $25,000.
Oh yeah, I did play around with the calculator. If I put my HELOC amount there, $30,000, versus if I only put $2,000 as chunking, it's the same amount of years.
Yeah.
That is going to be paid off.
Right.
So another question. Okay, so I get that. So it's just the initial, just my plan on initial, payment towards mortgage is what I put there, not necessarily the whole HELOC amount.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sorry. And then the second question is in the amortization spreadsheet that goes along with the calculator. So if I look on the monthly spreadsheet.
Oh, ignore the monthly tab.
Okay.
Ignore it. Yeah, we've been meaning to get rid of that tab because it's super inaccurate. Completely ignore the monthly tab. The daily tab is going to be more accurate, and that's going to be more relevant to what you're probably looking for.
So with the daily tab, if I click on that, I would find out there how much HELOC I need to be putting in on a monthly basis?
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
Okay, and so where it says LOC applied, that's the only amount that I'll be applying towards mortgage on a monthly basis. Is that right?
Well, it may not be monthly. It could be every 6 months. It could be every 4 months. It depends on when you get to pay off the balance on the line of credit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ignore the monthly and just look at the daily
just ignore the
tab.
monthly.
It'll show me there exactly the table of when to inject from my HELOC to mortgage and what that amount is.
Yep. And then if you look at the course, if you look through the program, we actually teach you how to edit the Excel sheet so that you can edit and do some customization depending on when you get paid and how you get paid. So that's also part of the program. So I don't know if you missed that or not, but if you look...
No, I did.
Yeah.
I actually called you about this maybe on our last call.
Oh, okay.
I get paid on the first, and then my wife gets paid every 2 weeks.
That's right.
But,
Yep.
You asked me, you said that just go by on a monthly basis.
Yeah, so...
And not mess with that.
Yeah, so go with, pretend all of your income comes in the first because that, I think from what I remember, you generate more income, right, than your wife's?
Yeah.
So I would go with your figure and just rely on the fact that you're going to get paid on the first, and then everything sort of follows from that. So so ignore the monthly tab. We're going to get rid of that. That's something that we've been meaning to do for a few weeks now. So just focus on the daily tab, and I think you'll be okay.
Okay. I haven't really looked at that because I was, I paid the bills on a monthly basis, so I wasn't really paying attention on the daily tab.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So it'll show me there, like you said, it is available now to view. If I made some changes on the calculator and on the spreadsheet, it'll show me there on the daily tab when to inject from HELOC to my mortgage.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Sam.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. All righty. Thank you so much for calling in. And I do see, man, this show just got hotter towards the end of the show. I don't know what happened there. It's like we're at the Avengers Endgame. For those who didn't see it, I'm going to spoil it. Okay? I don't care if you didn't watch it. But towards the beginning of the Endgame movie, it was terrible. It was like really slow. And then now, like towards the end of the movie, it really picked up. That's what the show is. So, John Hovney is asking, I have mortgage payment, and if I want to borrow again money, if possible, the banks borrow me second mortgage. Yeah, the bank will lend you a second mortgage as long as you have equity and as long as you have good debt to income ratio, as well as other financial strength. But you need to consider this. I don't know if you want the second mortgage. In the context of using this strategy, what you want is either a first position HELOC to replace your mortgage, or a second position HELOC that you would use to apply for this strategy. So, John, I don't know if you've seen our video on how to pay off your mortgage in 5 to 7 years. I highly suggest that you check it out and take a look at the video because it's going to explain why you don't want a mortgage. Okay, a mortgage bad. All right, we don't want another mortgage. We want a HELOC, which gives us a tool as well as the features that we want to be able to pay off our mortgage within 5 to 7 years. Okay. Let's see. Edward Yanazevo is clarifying his question. Do you think new construction versus pre-home is more profit in new versus old homes? So there's really not a right or wrong, or there's not an answer to this. It always depends on what the economy is doing, and it also depends on, do we need more supply in the market in terms of real estate? And this is a good question. And this is going to be a lot of. We need to set up a lot of context to answer this question, but I'm going to give you more of the short answer. If there's not enough housing for a given market, let's say there's more people than there are actual housing for available, it would be wise to start looking at new development to sort of offset the demand that the market has. So again, to give you a short answer, it depends on what the market's doing. It depends on the economy. It depends on the demand of housing. How many people are migrating into the market, or how many people are migrating out. So that's a factor. I mean, we could spend a whole hour just explaining the answer, but to give you a short answer, it depends on the economy. Okay. Matt Smith is saying mindset, productivity system, accountability sheet. Yeah, we'll definitely create something like that. Those are great suggestions. And luckily, our live chat feed does get saved. So we'll make sure we go back to this show to incorporate some of the ideas that you mentioned, Matt. Okay. Thanks for the suggestion. Let's see. Matt Smith is asking, can you break down MIP and PMI? So I know what PMI is. I'm not quite sure what an MIP is. But PMI is private mortgage insurance. And most banks have different methods of charging PMI. Obviously, FHA is a common one. If you do 3.5% down, obviously you're going to have to pay a PMI, private mortgage insurance, until you get to the 20% equity mark. But yeah, Matt, if you can sort of expound upon what you mean by MIP, that'd be great. Salvador Ruiz is asking, hi, Sam, my name is Sel. Hey, Sel, what's going on? I wanted to buy and flip homes. Sam, what do you recommend to get more knowledge in this field? So the biggest mistake that I see when it comes to the newbies and then the beginner real estate investors is their lack of knowledge in how to calculate ARV. So ARV stands for spelling after wrong. After repair value. Okay, this is ARV. So if you hear an investor use that term, that's what that means. So ARV is essentially what the home value is after you go and rehab, fix it and repair it. So not knowing how to get to the ARV is going to cost you a lot of money. And this is where I see a lot of beginner investors screw up on, is they get the ARV wrong. And ARV is literally like the glue. It's literally what makes and breaks the fix and flip deal. So if you do the ARV wrong, the whole entire deal is going to be messed up. So this is the biggest thing that you need to learn. Of course, here in the Kwak Brothers and our programs, we teach you how to get to the ARV in the most accurate way possible. So that's something to think about. But this is something that I see a lot in beginners, that they miss this, they miscalculated, they either overshoot the ARV or undershoot the ARV. So be really good at calculating the ARV, okay? Alrighty, let's see what time it is right now. We got 11:52 on the timer here. So I'll take one more question and we'll wrap up the show. And I'm glad that we didn't have to finish this show at 11:30 a.m. Like we talked about earlier. But I'll take one more question and we'll wrap up the show. We'll continue our conversation next Monday with Daniel being here live for the real estate investing Q&A. And then next Wednesday, we're gonna have a short show, a 30-minute show, where we're gonna go and continue this conversation on the debt-free acceleration Q&A. So I'll take one more question and we'll be done, guys. And I want all of you guys to have a great afternoon and have a phenomenal day today. So one more question. Okay, mortgage insurance premium used in FHA loans. So how do you calculate that? Honestly, man, I don't know. This is something. This is an area that I haven't spent a whole lot of time researching. But I will certainly go and research this, and I'll actually write myself a note in here. PMI and MIP. So I'll go and definitely research this, and then get back with you with an answer on how this is calculated and what to look out for and so on. So thanks for that suggestion. I really appreciate, whenever I don't know something, I'll tell you guys I don't know, and I'll go do the research and really figure it out and incorporate this to the library of knowledge that we have. So there it is, the last question. I appreciate you guys and love you guys for being on board. Thank you so much. If you guys felt that this show was helpful and valuable to you, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell icon, as well as hit the like button. It'll greatly show us appreciation and support, and helps us to continue doing our shows as well as make our YouTube videos on a weekly basis. So thank you so much, everyone. I will see you guys next Wednesday and Monday. Take care, guys.